Mr. Andrew Flair.
I'm here.
Welcome to episode number 64 of the Eavesdrop Podcast, brought to you by Honey. Honey. Talk a little bit about them later. Dude, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you all the way from Nebraska. You're not originally from Nebraska, though, right?
Oh, I am.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah. Omaha, born and raised.
Ah, that explains a lot. I thought you were like from, not Nebraska. You pick anywhere else in the country, that's where you're from in my eyes.
Nebraska.
Yeah?
That's it.
How far, so your farm that you live in now, how far is that from where you grew up?
About an hour.
About an hour. Okay,
Yep.
so not that bad.
Yeah, hour outside of Omaha.
So welcome to the podcast. Thank you for stopping by. Everybody, this is Andrew Flair. He is one of the original founders of Guggen Squad. We known each other before Guggen Squad,
Yeah.
right? Before the name?
You and I met the day after I met Rob Turkla for the first time.
Oh, shit.
Out at, what lake
Athens.
was that? Yes.
Lake Athens.
Yes.
That was 2 years
So that'd
ago.
been
3 years ago?
It'd been 2016.
Fuck. Bro,
4
time
years
flies,
ago.
dude.
4 years ago.
Look at where you were then and where you are now.
I mean,
We were on the boat talking shit about One Rod, One Reel. No, I'm kidding, Mike. We're kidding.
Yeah. 2016. It was March 2016. That's when we met.
A year before that, I launched a clothing brand called Bashers.
Yep.
I saw a need for apparel that wasn't fishing apparel in fishing. The boys from Cast Crew from Chicago, they were sort of doing that. They had the, that streetwear shit, and I'm like, that's what I want to wear. I don't want to wear no fucking flannels.
Yeah.
But now I kind of do want to wear flannels and the big Carhartt jackets in the cold. Thank you for stopping by, man. I know that you have a busy schedule. You leave in exactly 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yep.
So we have a limited time. How's life been, man? Since your videos and YouTube channel just completely and utterly fucking went like to the next dimension.
It's been good. We've been busy. It's been, I don't even know. That's what a lot of people ask is, what's been going on and stuff, and I don't even know. Like, I bought a farm. Next thing I know, I moved to the country, live in the middle of nowhere now.
Yeah.
And I make videos in my backyard.
Yeah.
That's it. Like
every day.
Yeah, every day. Film every day. And just grind it out, keep going. Ponds and hunting and trapping and everything, yeah.
So the crazy thing about all of your stories, really, like the entire Guggen family stories, is fucking insane, right? Because you sort of set out to create content for yourself and people, like mostly just your friends and people that might like fishing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you guys started, like the scene hadn't evolved to where it is today. It hadn't blown up to what it is today. And I will say you guys have a major part in that scene blowing up the way it did, because you're an inspirational sort of persona that appeared on YouTube one day and says, wait, what the fuck? I can make fishing videos and people were gonna watch them?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that was the wildest shit.
Yeah, because it really just started, like you said, like making videos for your friends, your family to watch. There was no money, like there's no such thing as a fishing YouTuber. There's barely even thing as a YouTuber. I mean, you have like Roman and those like the OG guys, but no such thing as fishing YouTuber. It's like you just post fishing videos, people would watch it. You don't know why they're watching it, but they're watching it.
Yeah,
and you just keep going. I mean, just keep uploading, and it just evolved. I mean, we started Guggen in late 2016, but I started my channel in 2012, and I've uploaded 2 to 3 videos a week since 2012.
2 to 3 videos a week since
Yep.
2012.
Well, now I'm doing like 6 videos a week, but throughout the whole time, there's not one break. I mean, there's over 1,000 some videos on the channel now, and it just went.
I'm a big fan of what's happening on YouTube. I've been a big fan of what's happening on YouTube since 2012, right? When you started seeing like nobody thought that playing video games was going to be something that people wanted to watch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But you sort of have these power magazines. You have game power magazines. You have all the secrets for Super Mario Brothers 3. Get the flutes or the wands or whatever, and then you have these things. So you had those in magazines. You had these Easter eggs and all this shit where you go in there and sort of figure that out. But you never really had that on video. And the second that YouTube came about, like that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And originally, when I started making fishing videos, it was just montages because that's all I knew at the time, right?
Yeah,
like
that's what everybody knew.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was like highlight reels. There was no like vlogs. That fishing vlog was not a thing until like probably 2015, honestly.
Yeah.
Like fishing vlogs were not a thing.
I found I remember clearly typing YouTube, a fishing vlog, and the first guy that pops up is one rod, one reel, and I start watching him a little bit. I'm like, dude, this fucking guy's getting 100,000 views every fucking video. That's insane on fishing vlog. That is the wildest shit. I'm like, holy shit, that's so dope, right? Immediately, I'm like, that's cool. And for those of you listening, I'm having a fucking fight with my chair because now I can't lean on that. But I remember right there and then I'm like, this has legs on it. This has legs underneath. This is gonna go somewhere. And from there, immediately, like you see the whole path, right? You see that not only is it gonna be fishing, you know that it's gonna be crocheting. You know, oh my god, I just whistled. You know it's gonna be crocheting. You know it's gonna be building houses, remodeling rooms. I mean, you name it. And the reason that I like having these conversations with people like you is because my vlogs are always about video games, the video game industry, the business of video games, and influencer is in video games. But I see this as a much bigger play here, right? Because nowhere in my mind in 2010 would you have been able to tell me that there's this farmer out there that has 1.8 something million fucking subs. I've been making videos since 2009, and I haven't reached the 1 million goal button plaque. Just hit 900,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that's subscribing on that. Nowhere would you have convinced me of that, but immediately I would have said there's a possibility for it. Yeah. Right. When you first started out your fishing and you started doing your catalog, how did you come across like everybody else? Like, how did you meet John? How did you meet Perek? How did that work?
So John got in it before me by a few years. He'd been doing YouTube. So like when I got into it, I mean, it probably took me like 2 years to find another fishing YouTuber. Like I was just like on my own grind. Like I didn't know that like other people like me. I was 15.
Okay.
I didn't know people like me really existed out there. I would post to YouTube, but I wouldn't like go on YouTube and like watch other fishing videos. It was just like a platform for me to post. It wasn't like what it is today, obviously. And so 2015 ICAST, that's when I graduated high school. I went to ICAST and John B went to ICAST. What's ICAST? So ICAST is like the world's biggest fishing show, like trade show, basically. Yeah, big conference. Down in Florida. It was like the first time like basically I've ever been on a plane, like just graduated high school, went down there. John B was there. Him and I got lunch, got dinner, kind of hung out. So how did
you connect?
I don't even remember. Like I think we just kind of like commented on those videos. Okay. But he was way bigger than me then. Like he was like the guy because he had been doing it so much longer.
And he's fucking incredible at cinematography.
Oh yeah, like he was like he basically originated the whole B-roll thing for fishing industry and stuff like that. So him and I kind of connected, and we made like vlogs at ICAST. And when we posted those vlogs, that was like the first ever collaboration in the fishing industry ever. Yeah. So like, to me, like it seems so crazy. Like, of course, go collaborate. But back then, collaborating wasn't a thing. Like you didn't go collaborate with other, like YouTube was just like there, but there wasn't really like that community. So no one collaborated. And so when we collaborated, like the fans lost it. They're like, I cannot believe my two favorite YouTubers are together. And I'm like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, you know? I'm just like, I just want to go meet this guy. So then after like me and John saw like really good response, he invited me out to like his grandparents' house out in Ohio, and we fished there. And then same thing, like that was like the first like actual fishing collaboration.
Fishing trip
and we're both filming, we're posting the same videos on each channels and like cross promoting, and everybody loved it. And that was like the birth of the collaboration. But like it seems so weird, like so obvious. Yeah, of course you would do that. But back then it just was not a thing. You just didn't do that. So that kind of went on. Perek was kind of starting to do YouTube right about then, so he kind of was like hanging around John a little bit. So that would have been like the late summer, fall of 2015. Didn't really film with John at all after that. Like we just kind of, did our own thing. And then Rob reached out on Twitter, and he was just like, hey, you want to come to Texas and fish? Again, at the time, I'd never traveled. I'm like, I want to go fish Lake Fork. And so he's like, I'll fly you out. Like, well, let's go fish and do whatever. So he flew me out, and that's when I met you. And so then we kind of started that, and then basically, I went down there. We caught some fish, and then I went back, I think, a second time. And then the third time I was like, hey, you want me to bring John B? Because now I'm kind of buddies with him. Brought John B. Fourth time, brought Perek and John B. So, like, that's basically, Rob was just inviting us all to Texas to catch big fish. Yeah. Because we're from Illinois and Nebraska, which doesn't have big fish. So I was like, boys, I got this connection in Texas. Let's go catch big uns. Yeah. So everybody came with me, and then we just started filming together. And then it was just like 4 YouTubers posting the same videos, and everyone loved it. Yeah. So that's how it started.
From the beginning, everybody's concern was always like, well, I want to upload something different to my channel. Like, nobody's going to watch you and then going to watch mine and then like everybody's point of view on the same experience. But that's completely wrong. Like, people will watch every 100%. Single one from it.